shit, I've got to get there first. Cheers. Shit. Oh, thank God. Oh. Nice of that guy in the caravan. Very nice indeed. A higher class of caravaner. Sorry. What the fuck? I guess I'm tired. Okay, so let's talk about the scenario that's playing out right now. Basically, came off the roundabout in Queensferry. Was riding along the road. There was nothing behind me particularly until I was on the straight. Look into my mirror, and there's approximately 35-40 yards behind me a white Audi. So of course I pay the regular attention of a quick look, and then it's back to looking where I'm going. Fast forward a few seconds, and then suddenly that Audi is all I can see in my mirror. He is literally somehow covered that 40 odd yards and is up my ass, literally. Like, you know when you know bikers say there's a sixth sense about someone being close to your rear wheel? Well, I was getting a tingling sensation in my entire body about how close he was, and I didn't even have to look in my mirror to know it. I just felt that there was something too close to my back wheel, and I looked into my mirrors and all I could see was this Audi. Progressing through the speed camera, I was doing 30 mile an hour and he was still right up against my back wheel, and I thought, well, this isn't on. Starting to take the piss a little bit. Shortly after the speed camera, the Audi, basically, I looked into my mirror, fortunately, just at the point where he accelerated and then pulled out. Now, based on how close he was, he should have pulled out and then accelerated if he was going to try and overtake me. But what he basically did was he accelerated at me and then turned in the hope that he'd be able to pull around me in time. I know it sounds like it's petty, but there are two key differences in the way you overtake another vehicle. You either accelerate and then overtake, or you start the overtake and then you accelerate. One is accelerating past a vehicle, the other is accelerating at it, and he accelerated at me. Now, I'm going to openly hold my hands up here. How I dealt with the next bit was immature, but then I gained my maturity back. Upon him trying to overtake me, my reaction was one of, well, no you fucking don't, mate. And with seeing him in my mirror coming at my back wheel, I accelerated in kind because I didn't want him to slam into me, just in case he was too retarded to make it round me. Yeah, I can't see. So, yeah, basically I accelerated, and then I stayed accelerating because I didn't know what the fuck he was playing at. And he was in my blind spot for a long time, so I just tried to stay ahead rather than get caught up. And it was then I realised that this is one of them fucking idiots who isn't going to yield. He isn't going to realise that he's, you know, outgunned, so he's just going to keep trying. And you'll see in the video, based on the area in question, you can't do that. It's a residential area near a school, lots of kids around because it was a Sunday evening, and my brain got the better of the situation. I just said, right, fuck this. So I dropped off the throttle because there's no way I want to be partially responsible for some dickhead crashing into some poor bastard crossing the road because he was on the wrong side. You know, that's not my thing, and I'd like to think I'm more mature than that. So I did the mature thing and I dropped back and then flipped him off because why not? But in the video you'll see he hits maybe 60-70 mile an hour going down that stretch past where I work, and it was just ridiculous. He was going way too fast. I mean, why was he in such a rush? 30 mile an hour road up to and then into a 40, and he plows ahead and almost hits me. It's like, I'm sorry, what is so important you need to drive that fast? So I have officially given him the title of prick, because that's exactly what that person is. If the entire overtake was dodgy, I wouldn't have even been bothered. Like, I would have probably just called him a prick regardless. But if he'd actually been quite far behind me, at least a car length, seen it was clear, and then pulled over and accelerated, you know, a clean overtake, I wouldn't have been bothered. He'd have gone past me, I wouldn't have been arsed. But the fact that he was probably inches from my back wheel, and he accelerates like this and then moves over, there's too much room for error there, and unfortunately error would mean my ass getting flattened.